really excited about this.
You've earned it.
And I own this, and I got it for a much higher price. I don't mind saying. So stretching is a form of working out, and this is a show that's all about being fit over the age of 50. Now, stretching is important, flexibility at any age, but as we age, it tends to be even more important because we do become less flexible at time. That's why like a little child can be sitting down in like a pretzel shape, legs crossed, and stand up without using your hands.
Right, right.
Have you tried that recently? I need my hands to push me up. So this is how you lay on your back and get a really effective stretch. From HoMedics, this is the lowest price we've ever done it. You're gonna save about half off the retail value. This should be a retail value of about $320. We're doing it for under $160. Actually, it says retail value there, actually $270. So you're saving a lot. The other thing that I do want you to know is that we had this as a today's special value over a year ago. It was more then.
It was, I know. This is really great. It's by HoMedics, you guys, and HoMedics has been around for decades, and they're really known for bringing things to your home that make life easier, make life less complicated. But with this, they actually worked with massage therapists, they worked with yoga instructors to sort of replicate or emulate, if you will, different types of stretches. So if you don't know how to stretch, don't worry about it. If you don't know how to align your body with stretching, don't worry about it. Because what is going on here is there are 7 different precision air-filled chambers that work in unison to inflate and deflate to kind of replicate these types of stretches that our bodies need to do. So
I'm getting a stretch through my upper back right now. So you can see all of the programs right here. I went to the first program because I actually have this at home, and I know this is the one that works out and like does great things for my upper back, and now it's going into my lower back. It's that twist stretch. I can't, even if I sit and try and stretch out my back, Denise. By the way, I never actually said hi, Denise Repko. This is Denise Repko, fitness expert.
Hi. We said hello as you were sitting up.
Yeah. But Denise, this gives me stretches that I actually cannot do on my own.
Yeah.
This is like a perfect assisted stretch.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. It's an assisted stretch. So whether you put this on the floor, if you can't get on the floor, put it on a hard sofa or a firm bed, and you'll be great. But you don't have to know what to do or how to do it. And I taught yoga for about 15 to 20 years. And the first thing I learned was that people weren't confident. They didn't know how. They were intimidated. This just makes it easy. So think about if you're sitting all day in a chair, how great this would feel. What if you're commuting in a vehicle, sitting in the same position all day? How about you've introduced yourself to some new workout routines and your muscles are really sore? Or you do repetitive motions where you lift heavy things or babies or this feels great because all you have to do is push a button to turn it on and then select one of the 8 different types of stretches we add for you. In fact, the 2 that we added that are new are a side stretch, which Kim is doing, and Kim has earned her stretch in like gold bars today because she's been working out on that treadmill nonstop. But the side stretch is new and the low back stretch is new.
Which is incredible
It all
because
feels
so
so
many
good.
people have issues with their low back. So the retail value on this goes up to $320. We are doing it for less than today's special value price when it was at today's special value. And this is the model with the most pre-programmed stretches.
Right.
And Denise?
Yes.
It is a real stretch.
Oh, no.
This is not like, oh, does that actually work?
Yeah.
It does work. Stretching is really just that ability. I mean, we're talking about stretching your muscles.
Yeah.
This allows your muscles to stretch while
Right.
you just lay there and relax.
Right. Well, if you don't move, if you don't have movement or stretching, your muscles and joints, everything gets shorter, tighter, stiffer, and it becomes harder to move. So this makes it easier. And stretching can be your only form of exercise. It could be a pre-workout, it could be a post-workout, and all you have to do is push the button. And we give you twist, flow, energize, stretch, unwind, recover, and then the 2 new ones that we added, the side stretch and the low back. If you've ever watched people stretch or do yoga classes or yoga stretching, it can be overwhelming, it can be intimidating. If you don't know what you're doing, it can be painful. So to just lay down on here as a beginner, I want everyone to do the same thing. Bend your knees and cross your arms over your chest, and then just lay there and let this do its magic for you. Once you feel more comfortable and confident and you feel good, let your arms rest down by your sides. Maybe lengthen out your legs a little bit. If you are an advanced stretcher and you want to go for it because you've had a hard day and you're tight and you're stiff, you can lengthen out the levers. And this does all the work. Again, 8 different styles of stretching.
You're doing a stretch right now that would be difficult to do on your own.
Oh, absolutely. If you've ever seen some yoga stretches like camel pose or lotus or up dog, where people really extend and you have to be careful of your neck and your back, you're just laying down.
Do you know what it makes me think of? There's like a chain of, like a fitness chain right now, and also like you can go to different spas and stuff where they do all assisted stretches. Because there's certain stretches that are almost impossible to do yourself.
On your own,
This is like having an assisted stretch. It's like someone supporting you and stretching out your muscles, and it feels really good. There are different levels of intensity, so you can start low. Even on the high, though, it's not going to be anything that ever hurts. It just feels like a deeper stretch.
Yeah, well, it's actually a vibration button that you can do low, high, and medium. And then there's even a pause button. So if there's a certain stretch and you're like, oh, I wish it would stay there just a little bit longer, hit the pause button. It will stay there until you hit it again, and then it'll continue on its course of inflation and deflation that is all pre-programmed. This remote is attached. This whole unit only weighs 10.5 pounds. When it's done, it folds in half. It has a carry handle, and it holds up to 275 pounds.
I have, my upper back is so
Super
tight all the time. Like that's really kind of just because I've had some injuries there, and I bought it specifically for that. And I love just to lay down on this. Maybe I'm listening to a podcast or music. Sometimes I'll do like, you know, put on a meditation app or something. Kind of do double duty, but I feel so much better when I get up from this.
When you are laying down and you want the back to stretch because you've been sitting all day or you're tight, lift your chest, open up. Here's what it's going to do for you. Those 7 air-filled compression, precision chambers, inflate and deflate in different types of ways, different paces, different situations, different areas to replicate stretching, safe stretching, sequence stretching for your body. Upper back, open your ribs, get a nice stretch to the front of those abdominals, even your hip flexors, but let the shoulders relax back. The first thing we do in our yoga practices is we tell everyone, close your eyes, slow down your breath. When you slow down your breathing, it kind of tricks your parasympathetic nervous system into allowing you to relax. So that's up front and foremost. And then just picking which which stretch you want to do. This then does it for you. You just lay there. It will rotate you and twist you. It can upper back extend you, lower back extend you. Do the side stretch, which isn't easy to do. Sometimes you try to get into these poses on your own and you're feeling like you've done more harm than good.
It almost feels like it's like a stretch. You're like, oh, I went too far. That doesn't feel good.
Exactly.
Or sometimes like you try and stretch something and you hurt something else. Like this is just so easy because I'm just laying here. I'm now getting this perfect stretch in my upper back, which I really need. I like what you were talking about, this idea of relaxing though, because this is not just a physical stretch, and stretching is a very, very important form of exercise. It's also a mental decompress.
For sure.
So it really is, I think, how for me, it's just a great way to relax. Maybe it's something you do before bed at night. Maybe it's something you do in the morning. A lot of times for me, I'll just like do it in the afternoon if I'm home. But it feels really, really good, and I never get up from it and think, I wish I hadn't done that. I always feel better.
It's a great reset, refresh. I use it at night before I go to bed to just kind of help everything slow down and unwind. But it's also great after that hard workout, and especially if you've been that person that's maybe sitting at that desk all day or commuting, driving, that's your job, and you just want to stand and stretch and open up, but you don't feel like it. You get home and you don't want to lay down. Do what you're going to do anyway. Lay on the floor if that doesn't work for you. Lay on a firm sofa or mattress and just enjoy.
And for most of us, this targets the areas where we hold the most tension.
Yes.
Which tends
the
to
back
be
of the body.
Our back, right? Our back and our hips.
Yep.
And this really helps stretch and relax both areas. You can get this home. If you don't love it, get your money back. But it has been one of our most popular fitness items on QVC, and now we're doing this less than what was a today's special value price last year when we first introduced this. It's phenomenal. So 5 easy payments of just $32 with reduced shipping and handling. Also from Bear, thank you so much.
Oh, do I have to get up? Sorry.
You don't have to get up. You can stay here and watch the show while you get a stretch.